Oh my god, what a game we just watched. As you all know, the Timberwolves just beat the Nuggets, stunned everyone. So we're going to go over it real quick, this whole series as a whole, as I haven't been around to recap most of it. But leave a like and subscribe, and let's just jump into it. So, before we get into this game, we have this game which proved, no, my bad. Game 5, it proved that Jokic was the best player on earth. Um, he absolutely dominated this game from start to finish. No one else, I mean, the rest of his team played all right, but it was mostly the Jokic show. And at this point, I'm like, all right, this series is over. There was a report that came out that Ant reportedly told several guards that he'll see them back in Game 7. Very bold of him to do, but we love trash talkers, don't we? And the Timberwolves proceeded to go down 2-9 and then immediately turned on a switch and they blew them out by, what is this, 45 points? So, was it? Ant had a great game this game. Uh, yeah, 27. Pretty much just everyone played good. And they shocked everyone because, me too, I thought they were going to lose game 6 because they're a young team, you know? But they stomped on them in that game, and now they got to go back to Denver to win. So now we get to this game. This game is, God, there were like 3 different games inside of this game. Let me show you the chart real quick. As you can see, they had a lead of up to 20 points at one point. The second quarter and was it start of the third quarter was all Denver. 20-point lead for them. Jokic was cooking. Jamal Murray especially was cooking. Let's see. All right, let's see. First half, we got Jokic 13. He already had 15 rebounds up to that point. Jamal Murray 24 points. He was playing way better than he has at any game in this series. And before clutch time, Anthony Edwards was having quite the stinker. If we could go back to first half, he only had one made shot. He had 4 points. He was playing good defense. I will give him that. And just huge play from everyone on this Timberwolves team. I've never seen that. Like, you know how people joke about the power of friendship, like last year with the Heat. This is what the power of friendship looks like, but on steroids. Because look at this, it was so even throughout. Naz Reid, all 8 of these points happened in the fourth quarter when they needed him the most. Cat picked up his 5th foul, and Gobert was already in foul trouble. Anthony Edwards couldn't buy a bucket, and they were running out of options. They were relying on pretty insane shots. Rudy Gobert hit the mother of all fadeaways on Jokic. Where we got Mike Conley hit the mother of all Hail Marys over Jamal Murray. I keep forgetting he's injured because he did look bad out there for the first 3 quarters. Naz Reid, someone needed to pick up the call, and he answered. These 3 straight buckets, they were nasty. This gave him like a 5-point lead. He hit one. I believe he hit a... No, he did not hit a 3. But he had a putback dunk and something else. And then he dished it out to... Was it Ant for a 3? Which basically sealed the game. They were up 10 at that point. I want to give a huge shout out to Naz Reid and especially Karl Anthony Towns. Rudy Gobert clearly was not equipped enough to handle Jokic. Jokic was throwing him around and stuff. So they threw Cat on there. Cat was doing pretty great. Then he picked up his 5th foul, I believe, at the start of the fourth quarter. It was a ticky-tack foul, too. So they had to take him out, which was unfortunate because he was having a great game. Um, he had 10 points this fourth quarter. Jesus. Yeah, he was playing good defense. They took him out. They put Gobert back in, and then I believe they put Nas Reed back in. Nas Reed was doing phenomenal on Jokic. He had like two, was it? Yeah, two blocks on Jokic, which were crazy. He almost got a steal, and um, was it? He tipped it. Ball was falling out of bounds. It should have been Denver's ball out of bounds, but they called a foul on Gobert somehow. I don't know. I thought Mike Conley was the one that fouled him. Gobert gets his fifth foul, and then what? Pretty ticky tack foul where Jokic makes an and one, I believe, or goes up shooting something, and then Gobert fouls out with like 3 minutes left. So if you're Denver, you think you have a chance, but God, no one. Let me just let me change this to the fourth quarter. Geez, like no one this fourth quarter showed up besides Jokic pretty much. Jamal Murray had a costly turnover, but albeit Ant was playing phenomenal defense on him. Michael Porter Jr. missed some shots, but he hit a big three, which tied the game at one point. Aaron Gordon was pretty much taken out of the equation entirely. KCP was playing good D. Christian Brown, I liked him. He was a good energy guy. He broke the Nuggets like 6-minute field goal drought, and then they subbed him out. I don't really know why. I like the energy that he brought, but Jamal Murray in the clutch, he hit shots. It just didn't feel like how he usually does, because it looked like he was struggling to get these shots. Against the Lakers, it looked effortless. All last year, it looked effortless. This one, it just seemed really hard for him. Jokic, he did start try-harding when the game was coming close, but Nas Reed and Cat played awesome defense on him. And what else should I say about this? Oh yeah, Ant had a stinker on offense. There's no denying that. But I do think his defense did help a lot and is a big reason why the Timberwolves were able to even make a run and end up winning the game. He was locking up Jamal Murray for a lot of it. He had let me just see. He had a couple of steals, I believe. Yeah, he had 2 good steals. He forced another steal, if I remember correctly. He also did a good job taking care of the ball. They were blitzing him a lot. But 6 for 24, nasty. But he did play good D, so you know what? He gets a pass for it. Is it because I like it? Maybe. But he was playing really good defense. Also, shout out Jaden McDaniels. It felt like every 3 he took was in a pivotal moment, and it was just cash. He had 23 points. I believe him or Alexander Walker. No, it was him. He attempted the most disrespectful dunk attempt in NBA history. He bounced the ball up and tried to dunk on Murray or someone, or KCP, I think. That was crazy. Cat was huge. He is responsible for a majority of these points during the run, and he's a big reason why it didn't get too out of hand. He was pretty much every time he left the court, their offense looked dreadful until the fourth quarter. So I hope people do recognize Cat played phenomenal this game. Not great shooting the 3, but he was scoring a lot. Shout out Rudy Gobert too. I'm not someone that's gonna dog on him because he's getting dogged on by Jokic. Jokic would have got those buckets anyways. But he was atrocious like the first 3 quarters on offense. Like he couldn't even finish a layup. And then he suddenly was like, "Oh yeah, I'm an NBA player," and he started converting these shots. I'm like, Jesus Christ. He did foul out. I don't think he should have fouled out. The refs were very, very inconsistent throughout the game. Like, they'd let it play, then there'd be a ticky-tack foul. Ant got fouled on an attempt. Like, KCP literally tried to foul him, and they didn't call it. And then they call a moving screen. I'm like, it was just not fun to watch at some points. But this team has heart. A lot of teams would have rolled over and died once they are down 20 in a game 7. My Kings did last year. Yeah, they couldn't come back from down 20. Before this, the largest comeback in a game 7 at half was down 11, and that was the 2018 Warriors. As we know, they're famous for the third quarter runs. But these guys were down 20 at one point. They were down 15 at the half, but 20. That doesn't. Nuggets don't usually blow leads like this. Luka, not Luka, my bad. Jokic is gonna get slander. All the greats get slander, but he was not the reason they lost. He could have played better in the fourth quarter, but he also could have shot better from 3. They were leaving him wide open, but he played fine. He just played fine. Jamal Murray stepped up, but you kind of wish he did earlier in the series. Besides those two, no one for the Nuggets really stepped up. I'll go into the Nuggets later on what they could have improve on their team. But now they end up playing the Mavericks, 2 of my favorite teams so far these playoffs. That'll be its own video. I guess we'll cover the Pacers and Knicks series. So Knicks win. I mean, no, they lose. My bad. Knicks lost. Pacers shot absurdly well from the field. Let me find. Yeah, 68 point. That's free throw percentage. What are you doing? My bad. 67.1%. See, it's just as insane. In a game, a do or die game, you're not even on your home court, and you shoot 67.1%. Jesus Christ. Everyone was playing good on this team. Halliburton, just as aggressive as I always want him to be, 26 points. This is what I want from you. Andrew Nembhard, 80%. Miles Turner has been very good this whole postseason. When he plays good, it's like, all right, that means the Pacers are going to win. Pascal Siakam played good too. But, Jesus, there was no stopping this offense. This is like their regular season offense. For the Knicks, was it OG Anunoby? Could barely play. He had a hurt hamstring. Josh Hart, 36 minutes with a hurt rib cage, I believe. That takes guts. So he will forever have my respect. Isaiah Hartenstein, yeah, pretty much no one played good besides DiVincenzo almost. Where is he? Jalen Brunson, he fractured his hand. They were still able to come back, but it was unlikely. Still, they could have come back. But, Jesus Christ, Dante's very good. I'll give him that. He made 9 threes today, 39 points. Jesus. But yeah, the Knicks it's not like they lost, it's more of that they died. Every single starter had an injury besides DiVincenzo. You were already missing Julius Randle. I don't think it would have mattered too much. You missed Bojan, who would have been your second guy off the bench, along with Mitchell Robinson. That would have gave Hartenstein more time to rest. Instead, you end up having to play Alec Burks, who did play good this game, and Precious Achiuwa, or whatever his name is. Clearly, you guys were not healthy. And anyone trying to take that away, tell Knicks fans to get over it, it's going to bother you for a while. You weren't healthy in the most important game. If they were healthy, they probably win this series in 6 games or so. Or at least 7 games. But that's the reality. I'm not going to bash the Pacers. They played exactly who was in front of them. They played a Giannis-less Bucks. The Bucks were battered also. But what do you want them to do? To postpone the series so that the other teams could get healthy? No, you just got to play who's in front of you. So, Pacers are going to play the Celtics. I don't even know if that should be its own video, but yeah, sucks for Knicks fans. You'll be back. Yeah, they'll be back. But yeah, leave a like and subscribe. I'll make a couple more videos before the start of game one for, I believe, the Pacers game is first. But yeah, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.